These are a few Windows settings. Now you want to go down to your search bar and you want to type in graphic settings. Once you type in graphic settings, you want to make sure that hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is on. And after you do that, I think you got to restart for it to take effect or whatever. Yeah, say it right there clearly. But anyway, you go to browse and you find your Warzone application. You click it. And then once you click it, you want to make sure you click options and you want to put that in high performance mode. Thank you. And save. That way it'll run better. Another one is you want to go down and you want to type in power and sleep settings. And once you do that, I like to keep my stream on and never make it sleep. But anyway, you go over to the right and where you see additional power settings, you click that. You want to make sure you're in high performance mode. It said favors performance but may use more energy, so note that. But it puts things in perspective. It makes things act faster. Now these are just basic settings. I'm not even going into NVIDIA settings or anything because that's a different video for a different time. But those are two crucial things you need to do before you even get into the settings within Call of Duty. Matt Games in the building, and what's going on YouTube? In this video, we are going over my display settings for season 4 of Warzone. Let's get into it. And before we do this, I need you to drop a like and subscribe. We've been dropping some bangs over here. Let's go. So let's start off from the top. Graphics, display. First of all, this is for people on PC. If you're on console, sorry, this video not for you. Yeah. But anyway, display mode, full screen. It gives you the most frames. Most of the time I run full screen borderless because I have 2 monitors going when I'm streaming. Yeah, basically when I'm streaming, I do full screen borderless. That's just how I do that. But anyway, keep going full screen. I make sure, you know, your monitor is the monitor that you're actually using. This is my 1080 monitor. I got a 1440p monitor. It's my LG. And yeah, when I do that, yeah, refresh rate is the refresh rate of my monitor. I'll probably give me a 240 hertz monitor pretty soon. See what that's talking about. That'll be a really fun experience. But resolution, put it at 100% of the resolution that you want. The good thing about full screen, once you full screen, you get to choose what resolution you want. I got 1080 because I can't get 1440 on this monitor. And yeah, you make sure you choose the display resolution that you want. With that dynamic resolution, you make sure that's disabled because, I mean, you don't want to target frame rate unless, you know, your frames are jumping all around and you want to stay at that one, you know, simple place. But I keep mine disabled because I want to get the maximum amount of frame rate as possible when it comes to this. So basically what you set the frame rate target as doesn't matter because you have it disabled in the first place. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. All these other things, as you can see, custom frame rate, I keep mine at custom mainly for the menu and the out of focus custom frame rate. I want to just keep that at 60. But the gameplay custom frame rate limit, basically I went up to the max as possible, so 300. It never really gets to 300. I think I've seen it a couple times, but like the highest I've seen actually in game is about 280, but you know, and it's pretty cool. Brightness, that honestly depends on your eyes and how you like it. I like mine a little brighter than normal because like that says barely visible, but as you can see, that's very visible. I don't really know what this gamma thing do, but it's been like that from the jump. Ain't touching NVIDIA highlights. Make sure that's off. If it's on, it's gonna be, you know, NVIDIA is gonna be recording highlights of you while you play, which is gonna be using a lot of your GPU, taking down your frames. Now NVIDIA reflex low latency. A lot of people run enable plus boost, but I've actually just put mine to disabled. I ain't really seen that much of a difference. I put it on disabled because my GPU has been getting a little, you know, the temp's been a little hotter than normal. We've been running that. I've been playing this game a little more than usual lately. So yeah, now let's go on to quality. My field of view is 120. You can have it wherever you want, but I keep mine at 120. You want to make sure your aim down sight is affected. Yeah, I believe affected is much better for your visually for your recoil. The recoil is exactly the same regardless of what you put it on, but recoil is really a visual thing. So yeah, I think visually you want to go affected for that. Camera movement 50%. I just got put onto that. I don't know who video I watched, but I think naturally it was at the default, which is 100. But you don't want your camera moving that much, so you make it move the least. It actually makes perfect sense. I never even thought about it. Now, if you want to get the max amount of frames possible, probably put your streaming quality on low and your texture at low. But I run my streaming quality at normal. I got a 3080 in here, probably be a 3090 soon. But yeah, and my texture resolution, I flip. Sometimes I want the game to look better, so I go between normal and low. As you can see, the VRAM usage at the bottom changing a hefty amount, but normally nowadays I keep it at low. You know, I'm not trying to make this a long drawn out video. Yeah, very low though, games looks terrible. I can't even palette it. Yeah, no go. Especially if you got this low and then low, or you can go streaming quality low and then normal. But like I said, this is how I run mine. And I'm seeing about 210, between 180, 210 as I play on maps, as I play with my 3080 with these settings. So it's pretty good. I had to tweak these a while to finally find something that works for me, and I think I got it. Texture, filter, anisotropic, low, particle quality low, bullet impact and sprays disable. You want all of this disabled, basically low. A lot of this is common sense, no need to drag this on. Now, filmic strength 100%, film grain, you want that at 0 because, I mean, look to the right, you see what happens with it. You don't want that. You want things to be clear cut. It's all about, it's a visual thing. Now, DLSS, I have DLSS on when I play 1440, and this is the biggest difference. So when I'm playing when I'm in 1440, I go, I want to say I go performance. They say quality. I'll probably go quality, and it helps my frames while I'm playing at 1440. Granted, it looks a little, I want to say the screen look smeared, but it helps. It doesn't really impact me performing in the game, so it doesn't really matter to me at all. So yeah, anti-aliasing, I keep that off, but if you really want to have anti-aliasing to kind of smooth things out, then I would say go 1 times. Never go a little higher than that. It'll get a little crazy for you, but 1 times will probably be the best thing you need. Depth of field disable. You want to make sure. Now I see so many console players. This could actually affect console players. I see so many people playing with world motion blur and weapon motion blur on. You don't want to blur on your screen. Now look to the right there. If that's blurry and somebody's there, they're blurry, less chance you see them. But on that left picture, clearly you gonna see them. Yeah, crazy. Weapon motion blur, you don't want your weapon to be blurry. You don't want anything to be blurry really, so yeah. Shadow map resolution, I keep that at low. It's not that big of a difference for me. You know, I probably, let's see. Maybe I'll try it on extra or whatever, but like I said, this is what I use. If something starts to really affect me, then I go into looking at changing things, but yeah. These don't really affect your FPS at all, so I just keep them enabled because I'm cool like that. Particle lighting, I keep that at low. Ray tracing, never have this on. This is a killer. Them frames, an absolute killer. Why is my anti-aliasing on? Put that off, thank you. Thank you very much. Ambient inclusion disabled and screen space reflection disabled. These are my settings for season 4 of Caldera. So drop a like and subscribe. We out. Peace.